Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to more Project Zomboid. I've done an ugly thing and just released some toxic gas upon myself, and it is most unpleasant. It is particularly bad, especially for a vegetarian or pescatarian, if you can call it such. Let us make maybe another fruit salad because we've got a few stale items that we need to get shot of. I don't like the way that it jumps around after you start adding stuff to it. That's just an unnecessary bloody thing. We do have some fresh stuff, but I mean, I don't know. We'll get rid of the stale stuff first of all, obviously. That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's the way the fruit salad is made. If you put too much of the same stuff in, you start to lose the unhappiness. So we'll go from 15 down to like 5 or something. Oh, 10, okay. Add honey as spice. Yeah, that's fine. I still don't like how loud that is. And then I think we can probably put the bowl away. Today's aim, guys, is I'm going to show you what we've been up to off camera. And then I'm going to saunter down to the bookshop. We need to pick up a couple of books, mainly Foraging 2, Tailoring 1, Metalworking 1. That's kind of like the aim of the game, really. That's what we're looking for. Let's fill up our water bottle. So we've created a couple of crates here, started to fill it up with ammunition, guns and ammo. We've done a bit of foraging. We haven't done much more in the way of reinforcing our windows and stuff, but we'll get around to it. Today's mission, like I say, is let's get to the bookshop. I'm not going to take the car. I think if we run across any zombies on the way up there, it'd be good to clear them out. Good to twat them in and all that stuff. Goodness gracious. I think this video's been going for about a minute. I just need to try and time to see where we're at. How's the axe looking? Is it healthy? Yes, it's quite healthy. Shitting buggernold. Why am I playing Project Zomboid right now? This could be dangerous. But guys, I love it. I love this game. The amount of hours I've clocked up on Steam is quite frankly disgusting. Some might say unbelievable. Torrid, acrid, horrific, despicable, or glorious and wonderful, depending on your point of reference. Crikey bones! I didn't really like the kind of the lag, the latency there. That was a bit worrying. That's the kind of shit that can get your testicles bitten off. So it's not this block. It is not this day. I don't think. Is it? No, it's not. Of course it's not. It's the next one. Right, I don't see any value in going into these two buildings, Knox Bank and the other one. I'm not sure what they'd have to offer us. But yeah, there's a few dipshit losers who need to be purged, for want of a better word. Quite a lot of stuff. We started to rip clothing, which will give you like a gradual amount of thread that you can use in the tailoring skill. But I say it's a real slow grind. Is tailoring, like it's like negligible. It's awful. Oh, beta blockers. That's cool. Wow, a full pack as well. A full bag, and I'll be gone. The Darkness at Dawn. I thought whatever his name was, is it Hummel or... I feel bad I don't know the actor's name, but he was in Sons of Anarchy. And I'm referencing, obviously... Apron. I'm referencing The Gentleman. And I thought he did an amazing job in that film. Yeah, incredible. I really enjoyed that film. I think I spoke about it before. And I don't think I did it, adequate courtesy. I think I said it was, it was all right or whatever. But I really enjoyed it. And Snatch was incredible. What a film. It's films like Snatch and Gentleman that I could watch over and over and over again. I think that's a measure of a good film. Whereas if there's a film where you're like, nah, I've seen it once, I wouldn't watch it again. That's like, it's telling, isn't it? It is telling. Like I say, I used to get really excited seeing weapons. Oh, hunting knife, that's actually pretty cool. There you go. I'm slagging off things protruding out of zombie bodies and not getting excited about it, and there's one of the best things that we could find on a zombie corpse, the hunting knife, although it is a little bit close quarters for our liking, guys, isn't it? Right, wait 1 second. Hold on a minute. Right, there we go. Just had to clear my nose, my nasal cavity. Metalworking 2, we might take that as well. We want foraging 2. But we definitely want metalworking and tailoring 1 is what we want. Foraging 2, there it is. Nice. Metalwork 1. So all we're going for now is foraging 1. That's it. Have we got foraging 2? I think we may already have foraging. Yeah, we've got foraging 1 already, so we don't need it. So it was metalwork 1. Tailoring 1. And there it is. There we have it. And tailoring 2. Let's take that. Fuck it, let's take that as well. Okay. Awesome. Mission complete. Let's get back to our base of operation. I mean, is there anything else we can do? Anything more we can loot on our way back? Anything to make the episode worthwhile? I am obviously somewhat apprehensive to risk too much, although it's kind of quiet out here. But I don't want us to shit the bed and put ourselves in unnecessary risk. That being said, we are out in the sticks, and if there's any shit that we can glean, then glean it we shall. Nice. Ice cream's actually pretty dope because it's high in calories, and it's what we need right now to try and get our shit in order. Oh crikey, the pies are all bollocksed, all rotten and all the rest of it. Are there not giant fridges and stuff here? Wow, I mean there's a load. Oh, fresh salami. Let's get that shit into the freezer, man. Rotten, uncooked, rotten. Yeah, there's obviously tons of candy, mac and cheese, perishable goods. I mean, stuff like, I suppose we ought not to ignore. It's hard to with this constant banging and disruption. But we shouldn't really ignore shit like mac and cheese and cereal, because it's like really high calorie and high energy. Oh dear, are we starting to get a little bit of a fan club? Yeah, I think it's time for us to leave, guys. They're very irate that we have wandered into their domicile, and they're starting to, as we call it in the United Kingdom, kick off a little bit. So rather than escalate the situation, we're simply going to remove ourselves. We're going to leave. Yes, and over the course of however many days or weeks or months that we will survive the apocalypse, we will try not to go completely insane. I mean, with our own company, we might need to start collecting garden gnomes or flamingos or both, or maybe we can put the flamingos at war with the garden gnomes, and we can bet on the outcome, and we can drink all of the 8 bottles of bourbon that we robbed in a previous episode. Yeah. I mean, I'm fairly at ease with the quietness of the Thoroughfare. I'm obviously, evidently not at ease with quiet and me not constantly banging on. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that we greatly need. Foraging 2 for me was the biggest kind of what do you call it, like milestone or goal or target for this particular episode. I didn't want to go into town, put ourselves at risk without involving you guys, because I did do a fair bit off camera since the last episode. I tried foraging for chipstones. It didn't really go too well. I'm wondering if the foraging system is the same as mechanics, whereby after 24 hours can you revisit the same section of road and have a chance of finding something new. That I don't know, and I keep meaning to look it up. It might not be the case, or it might be that it's a longer time period. I don't know, but just in case, let's wander back along the line of the road. I believe you're more inclined to find chipped stone along with regular stone by the road or by the path. But, you know, anything you do find is obviously a boost in foraging XP, and you might find something nice, you never know. Lord and baby Jesus. I think we're coming up to about 12 minutes on the episode. We're not having much luck with this, so let's sack that off. It's making me feel sick as well. Now, have the zombies destroyed this, or did we... There we go, nice, okay. Nicely done. Let's go and deposit some of these bits and pieces into our stronghold. Still haven't found that sledgehammer. A very rare find in a house or a garage. Much more likely to come across it when you go to a warehouse. Fucking 6 ice creams in the freezer. Let's do it. Nice. Oh, fucking stale salami. You bastard. I don't know if I can be asked to slice it and put it in salads and shit like that. I really don't know. Shall we slice one and see what happens? Salami slices stale. Where's our empty bowl? It's probably here. Create salad. We can't even create a salad from the sliced salami, whatever the hell it is. So I'm not sure what good it's going to do us. Let's just stick it in the fridge for now and just not worry about it too much. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Get the cereal in there and the mac and cheese. We've got a shit ton of books to drop off. Beta blockers are always good. We don't use them enough, unfortunately. Right, let's come down here. And we'll drop off, I think, everything. We were thinking about reading Trapping Volume 1, but that is boring as piss. So we're going to get rid of that, and I think we'll exchange it for Foraging Level 2, which is much more interesting. Much better, calmer. Where the fuck do we put the hunting knife? I suppose on the floor with the rest of the stuff. There we go. So, what do we do for the rest of the episode? We don't eat stale bloody salami slices, that's for sure. We want to try and do something with substance, with interest. Good crikey bones. Rip. What the fuck is... Right, it's a moth, it's fine. People freak out about moths, and it's like they're not really going to do you any harm. They might you know, supposedly eat some of your clothes, and I've heard some horror stories, but they're not really posing any threat, are they? They're just fucking dunces. They're dullards. Their whole existence is to fly into you know, into lights at a time where they only come out during the dark. So it's like, mate, are you a bit confused? What the fuck are you doing, right? You are biologically designed to only come out at night, and yet your fundamental and overwhelming instinct is to fly into bright sources of light. You fucking dunce. Anyway, enough about that. You don't want to hear about that, guys. Let's eat a quarter of this. You can see that we've started to take some of the clothing off of these deadies, and it's mainly to collect thread. We will collect ripped sheets, and then we will eventually start to level up tailoring, and I won't subject you to the boredom of it. I am really loath to cut down trees with a good quality axe, but no. Equip primary. We haven't got our ropes, so we'll equip one primary and equip the other one secondary. I advise this, guys. I mean, I'm teaching you to suck eggs here, but I mean, what are they? They weigh bloody 9 encumbrance. But if you equip one primary, one secondary, you can at least walk with them without like hurting yourself, without damaging yourself, without crushing yourself. So 3 planks destined for here, and then we'll start to create a wall over here. Yeah, we're getting to this kind of what is the word, like complacent part of the game where it can actually be quite dangerous. You're like at the start of the game when you first spawn in, you're on super high alert, and you know, right now when we're like, oh, we're copying it sweet and nothing can hurt us, and it's like, oh, actually, you can get quite easily double dicked. Right, let us drop the last plank onto the floor. Oh, 2 planks. Okay, 2 brothers. 2 brothers. Create a wooden wall. Yes, do it then. Fucking hell. Wow. Wowzers. Okay, shit. We might have to rethink about our book reading potential, because we've now got carpentry up to level 6, so we need to read the next one for 7 and 8, which is carpentry 4, before we got to 5. So this is what I'm talking about. This is like the complacent years of Zomboid, where you feel invincible, nothing can hurt you, you can start doing shit at will, and then at some point these undead horrors will sneak up on you and land down a dose of justice. So tonight was the boxing, Dubois against Usyk, and Usyk is an absolute machine. I mean, for me, it was a good fight, and Dubois looked dangerous. Like he was landing, he was faster on his feet than I think most of us expected him to be for his size and you know, stature and strength. He looked, you know, keen in his eyes, focused, and I think he genuinely could have done Usyk some damage. But Jesus, the countering ability of Usyk and the ferocious fucking follow up to when he got like clipped, when he got touched up, was crazy. Anyway, it was a good fight. I'm not going to ruin the. Hopefully, I haven't ruined the result if you haven't seen it, but it's probably going to be like fucking 2 weeks before this video comes out, and it'll all be done and dusted. But anyway, guys, I think for me, I will smoke. I will eat. I will forage. Well, I'll read books. I'm just going to read books. I'll read foraging. I'll read carpentry. I did say we would prioritise carpentry, but I mean carpentry is as and when we want it to be. What we want to do is forage for chipstone, so that's going to come next. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that our front yard is really fucking messy and horrid right now, but you know, it will be cleared up, it will be cleaned up, it will be a functional, you know, badass, you know, killing machine station at some point. I wish you all well, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy, y'all. Bye bye.